Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about how to get a little bit more ping in your articulation. The drill that I'm going to share in this video is something that I've shared with a lot of different people, and it seems to be able to help them be able to get a little bit more ping in their articulation, or maybe there's just a little bit of air before the actual articulation comes out. This drill is designed to help you hear and feel what very forward and very crisp articulation feels and sounds like, so that you can begin to incorporate it into your mental representation and then have it just be the way that you play overall. I'm not sure how this works with something like anchor tonguing, so if any of you out there anchor tongue and you try this out and it doesn't work, please let me know. And if you find some way to make it work for people who anchor tongue, also let me know that so I can continue learning as well. There's a few steps involved with this drill. They're all pretty simple. Step one is just to tongue stop an airstream. When you tongue stop it like that, you should feel a fair amount of pressure built up right at the aperture of your embouchure, and this is basically you forcing the air as far forward as possible. So now, because the air is that far forward, you don't have to try to get the air to come out of your mouth, you just have to release it by moving the tongue out of the way. So step two is to just move the tongue out of the way. Whenever I have people try this, it's always a bit awkward at first, so give it a second for you to be able to feel what this feels like. Try to make it sound like what I made it sound like in this video. Once you feel it though, you're gonna instantly understand what I'm talking about, that there's this pressure and release. Rather than trying to force the air out of the instrument so we get kind of a forced sound, this is gonna help us follow the airstream and have a release sound that will have far less tension in it overall. Step three is to grab your instrument and do the same exact tongue stop release thing, but with your instrument. It's gonna look a little bit like this. As you can hear, I'm doing exactly the same thing on my instrument. It's just now you can hear there's a nice ping at the beginning of each and every note. Again, it's a bit awkward when people first do this, but with a little bit of patience, I've seen pretty much everybody be able to pick this up. Step four is going to be trying to recreate that sound and trying to recreate that feel of that clear ping articulation without the tongue stop. So you're just trying to say, what did that sound like? I've memorized that sound. Now just create that sound and see if you can get it to be the same thing as when you tongue stopped it. Should sound something like this. Step five, I think that's what we're on. You just want to try to see if you can do that with a little bit more speed and to try to keep the ping there. Should sound like this. Step six is going to be moving around the instrument with that same kind of ping everywhere. I did a very basic exercise here, but you can do it on scales, arpeggios, whatever you want to do. And finally, step seven, I guess there's 7 steps to this. You're just gonna play regular exercises while trying to keep that ping. As you can see, this whole entire process started with getting the right ping on one note, and then we gradually expanded until we could keep that same quality of articulation, the same clarity of articulation, but on regular exercises that we would play for articulation. From here, let's assume to some degree you have got it kind of down. You're like, I can do this, I understand how to do it. Now you're just gonna slowly add layers of difficulty over time until you're playing insane things like Håkan Hardenberger. One thing I wanna mention before we are finished with this video is that I don't necessarily recommend that you would tongue stop everything like this when you play. This is a drill that is supposed to help point you to a reality of articulation and what that articulation sounds like. Once you can create that sound, I would try to create it just by taking a breath and playing. Just like that. All right, everyone, that's gonna be all for this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, I'd appreciate it if you gave the video a like, and don't forget to subscribe so you can see more videos like this and be notified when they happen. Thanks so much for watching the video. I'm gonna put a link right here, I think, where you can check out other fundamental videos I've made on the trumpet so you can get help with other things that you might be struggling with. We'll see you in the next video.